The Roomba made it acceptable for you to put a robot in your home. I'm here with the inventor of the Roomba, Joe Jones, who's going to explain why your next robot will go in the garden. Mr. Jones, what is this?
This is a weeding robot, and we're here at Maker Faire testing it out. It's a robot that's designed to live in your garden. There's solar cells on top of the robot. It collects energy from the sun. When it collects enough energy, it goes out and weeds the garden.
You've got a very interesting navigation system on this, much like the Roomba, with one main difference, and that is it's designed to bump off of and change direction from plants, the ones you actually want growing. But when it runs over a weed that's small enough, it activates a weed whacker underneath and takes it down to the ground?
Yes, that's basically it. We have a sensor behind the front bumper there. It's a capacitive sensor. And whenever it encounters something which is tall, like a fence, like it's bumping into now, or a tall plant, it turns away. But there's another sensor on the bottom of the robot, such that if any plant goes underneath the robot, then it turns on its whacking mechanism and grinds it up.
Of course, each of these will be able to handle a certain amount of space. How much can one robot handle? Given enough light, how much can you expect one robot to be able to weed whack?
Right now, we don't know that number exactly, but you can be sure that it will be enough for an average garden.
So the idea is buy yourself a swarm of these to cover a large area and just let them go. I should be able to put one of these out in the open air, out in the environment, and just let it do its thing day after day. I don't have to worry about it charging because it gets its light from its power from the sun. I don't have to worry about maintenance. It just goes until it can no longer go. And I don't have to worry about telling it what it can and cannot cut because you've built in the avoidance system. So what's the next step? How do you bring this to the market?
Well, we're working on that right now. We don't exactly know what the next step is. The first step, of course, is validating it at a place like this to put it out in front of people and see what they think of it. Or if they're telling us that there's something very different that we should do with the robot, well, we'll make that change before we try to turn it into a product.
Now, if our audience wants to find out more about this robot or more about what you're working on, is there a place on the internet that they can go?
You can go to franklinrobotics.com. That's our company site.
Mr. Jones, thank you very much for speaking with us. Thank you for giving us the Roomba, and thank you for giving us the future of green robotics.